Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about how to do the sugar diet warrior style. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out explaining what the sugar diet is for people who don't already know. And then we're going to talk about what the warrior diet is and how we're going to incorporate that into the sugar diet. And then finally, who is this for? Who's it best suited for? Because I've been getting a lot of comments lately that, you know, they're trying this diet, but they're just not feeling their best, or they're getting extra weight on. And so there's some things to troubleshoot here. And I think this idea might be helping a lot of people if they incorporate this. Okay, so quickly, what's the sugar diet? Basically, let's just do this as quick as possible. We get sugar all day long, any kind of sources, fruit, vegetables, honey, maple syrup, candy, anything goes. So you're eating that throughout the day. In the evening, you may choose to have a normal meal based around lean, protein, fruits, vegetables, and starches. There's different versions of this, but that's basically the general layout. So high sugar, moderate protein, low fat, extremely low fat. So let's talk about this warrior style of the sugar diet and where I'm pulling this from. So there's a guy named Ori Hofmekler. He's definitely worth checking out. He created something many years ago called the warrior diet. And so what the warrior diet basically entails is looking at how warriors, Roman warriors specifically, ate. They would eat very light during the day, so they have lots of energy and mental focus to get their tasks done. And then in the evening, they would wind down having a nice big meal, and it would allow the sympathetic nervous system to calm down, and then you can rest, recover, relax, and fall into a better sleep. So this makes a lot of sense on the surface, and I actually think it's a great way of eating. And we'll talk about who this might be for after, but basically what this can look like if we use the sugar diet and we incorporate this with the warrior style diet. What we would do is just eat light during the day. So we're still eating our sugar sources. Whatever you decide to choose is fine. But maybe you're eating just, a piece of fruit here, a piece of fruit there, a small handful of candy if that's what you're going for. Maybe munch on a carrot or a cucumber, something more vegetable-like. Either way, you're eating light during the day. And then what this is going to do, again, it's going to allow you to have all your faculties. You're not going to be worried about digestion. And you're going to feel hopefully pretty good during the day. And then when you get to the evening and you're ready to relax, that's when you're going to have that big meal. The difference is with the warrior diet, it was a very general meal. You can eat whatever you want. If we're going to do it with the sugar diet in mind, then we're going to keep the protein moderate to low, and we're going to keep the fat rock bottom. So definitely under 30 grams of fat. It could be even lower, would be fine as well. And we're going to still eat some kind of carbs at night. It could be fruit again, or it could be starches again, which would probably help us wind down a little bit more. So if you're needing that wind down and you need your sleep to be helped, this might be a good way to do that. So who's this warrior style sugar diet going to be best for? Based on the comments, it sounds like people are new to this way of eating, new to eating lots of carbs, and they're eating a big meal of X, Y, and Z. It doesn't matter what it is, and they just don't feel good. They either feel like they're crashing afterward. Their digestion is not good. And lastly, some people are gaining weight, which I made another video about this. But I don't think the weight gain is necessarily going to be a long-lasting thing, but it may be if you don't dial it in properly. So how is this going to help? So for the people who are crashing after their meals and they're digesting and it's bogging them down really, this will be a great way of eating, because you're having, say, an apple or you're having an orange and you're waiting a little while. See how your body reacts to that. Likely you'll get a little boost of energy like you should from eating food. And then you'll also see how you feel. And I take it that a little amount of orange or apple is not going to make you crash either. So there's going to be this nice balance until your body gets used to eating sugar, and you can ramp up that food intake a little bit as you go. So you may be able to tolerate bigger breakfasts as you go. And then as far as the weight gain, especially people new to the diet, new to eating carbs or more carbs, if they're coming from a low carb or carnivore diet, this kind of thing, they'll find the weight is more stable. And then even if they ramp up their food over time, their weight will probably still be coming down for a lot of reasons. So if you like this video, check out these two videos I'm going to link to the side here. One is going to be about the sugar fast versus the sugar diet. So it'll tell you the difference. So you'll have maybe potentially 3 different ways to use this diet. Another video I'm going to link here is how I got shredded on the sugar diet. Catch you guys next time.